Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Property Show. Edwin Musiime is my name and
Musiime.
And right here at the motor home, of course, at Edville, we are getting excited already for the National Property Awards and the celebration of 8 years of the Property Show. And of course, special thanks to Nile Ply that ensures you've got
the deco floor.
The deco floor, and of course, the finest wood in East Africa is found right at Nile Ply.
And keep in mind, as they give you the finest wood, they make sure for every tree they put down, they plant 4 more trees. So they are not actually in any way creating deforestation.
Hello and welcome. It's the Property Talk on the Property Show. Edwin Musiime is my name. You can follow up on any of these conversations after the repeat on Saturday on this same channel. You can follow up on YouTube. And now, of course, our freshly launched website, propertyshowuganda.com, for you to follow up on the interviews and conversations we're having on the Property Show. Joining me on the set today, Mr. Abbas from Universal. It's good to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Edwin. So glad to be here, and as your host and as a friend and a long-time friend, basically. Thank you for having me.
Privilege to have you. Now, speaking of the National Property Awards, I already have some awards here. The 8 years of the Property Show, literally what we're going to be celebrating is the evolution of the industry and how far we've come and where we are at an industry, but even more, where we're heading to. I'm having these awards here with you. Universal was one of the first developers that came in and said, we want to answer the call to affordable housing.
Definitely, yes.
Now, along the way, I'm seeing you've started, now the International Property Awards has a franchise for Africa Property Awards.
Exactly.
So you're being recognized continentally.
Yes.
This was Best Architectural Multiple Residence. Where is this and what do you think made this particular project unique?
This project is basically that we are talking of. We got this award for Abbas residency located in Nalia Estates as the best architectural, beautiful project, like beautiful building and with good elevation project. That is what it is all about. And why we got it, I guess I have to ask the judges.
All right, and then you've got the Best Residential High-Rise Development, Hilltop Residence in Kololo.
That is the best project that we have on the platter right now, which is in Kololo Hill Drive. The project is known as Hilltop Universal Residency. That is on the mountain top, you're having a 12-storied building. Okay, that itself, it's a very creative kind of construction that we've done.
The words affordable and Kololo don't seem to be related in any way. So how is Multiple being able to give us affordability in Kololo? What's happening here?
Now you see, Edwin, as I've always said, that affordable housing is affordable itself is a very vague word. Now to you, affordable is something else. Now to me, affordable is something else. So in property, in affordable housing, affordability in Kololo is that every person can buy a project, buy a house, buy a land, buy an apartment, built up apartment in Kololo Hill Drive. That is starting from like 325, you are getting a house in Kololo. Basically
325, not $1,000, but millions.
325 Ugandan shillings only. You get a condominium leasehold title in that for 50 years. That itself is a very, very, affordable in Kololo, because if you go in Kololo and if you want to even buy a land of 50 by 100, you're paying roughly like 800 to $1 billion shillings.
Yes.
Okay. So that is how creative Universal is in terms of affordable housing. That is the best way that we create, because that project is roughly on the acres of like 2 acres. Okay. On that 2 acres, you're building like 148 houses. People are having a community itself in that project.
That's in Kololo.
That's in Kololo.
Amazing. Now, the question of talking about affordability, to the person that is watching, there's the term, I don't know whether you know that you've heard about the term Omuntu wa wansi.
I guess so. I've heard it a lot.
You've heard it. Can you say it? Omuntu wa wansi.
I would suggest that we repeat this.
Now, Omuntu wa wansi usually refers to away from your white-collar job people that are affluent and well-off, there's this person who is not earning that much. What plans does Universal or a developer like you who's catering for affordable housing, what plans in the current, present or future do you have for such people?
That is the best question, I guess. Why? Because, you know, people have a lot of concepts of, will I be able to buy? And that, you know, that kind of, you know, insecurities, they come in when you're when you're investing. Okay, because property is not like a chocolate or biscuit that you keep on buying on daily basis.
Yeah.
Right. So what I want to tell people is, affordable housing, universal affordable housing has always given a good payment plan. And when I say affordable housing, we really mean it, and we really mean it by heart. I mean to say that everybody who earns like above 3 million shillings, Ugandan shillings, you can definitely come and buy a house. You are most welcome to our houses, because our houses are even starting from 85 million shillings for a 1-bedroom condominium Milo title. What more you need? Amenities you are getting like swimming pool, gym, and, you know, etc. You are getting like in our new projects in Muyinga, Pigeon Residency, you are getting a cinema theater in the society. So what else would you want in your house to be? So
we just concluded the UK convention, and I was chairing or moderating the real estate session.
Yeah.
And one of the concerns the diasporans heard was on the quality, that when developers in Uganda say we're giving you affordable housing, then the quality leaves a lot to be desired. What's your take on the area of quality controls in giving people, yes, it might be affordable, but it's a good quality property?
Is again in terms of affordable housing, Edwin, I would like to know, when I say affordable housing, you might be first clinging on that, these are cheap houses, these are low cost houses, low quality. I'm really very humble to tell people around me and in Uganda and in diaspora, all the Ugandan clientele in diaspora, is affordable housing does not mean any kind of cheap housing or cheap materials. We also have KCCA plans, we also have NEVA approvals, we also have, you know, day-to-day basis, we have a project manager scheduled. So affordable housing does not relate to any kind of low costing work. It is just affordable pricing, not low costing. When you say about quality, let me tell you, in construction, none of the projects in this world is 100% guaranteed. Even the Burj at this time is being renovated. So none of the construction can be 100%. Yes, there can be defaults, plumbing issues. It always comes. I guess you might be having it in your own home when you have built. So it is eventually, it is everywhere. You cannot guarantee on that, but we take a specific note on that, that even Universal, after handing over you the project, we stand beside you for a year.
All right, so those of you that are watching, you can continue with us on this conversation. You can get onto our Property Show Facebook page or Instagram, or you can get onto our website for more in terms of this conversation. But the other question that keeps coming to us is the whole idea of selling off plan. What do we mean when we tell people you actually can buy off plan? What is this concept about?
As you know, Edwin, you have been a long friend since we have been in the market. You know us, how we have also struggled in this market. So when we recently came to Uganda, like some years back, the condominium itself was a very kind of baby concept. Most of the people, they didn't knew about this, what is condominium. So people usually, we had to prepare the building, we had to have the project ready for occupation, and then people used to buy, you know, after seeing that this is the title, this is this and this, that time. But right now, with years and with time, Universal has gained that trust on the market, that Universal, yes, their projects are valid, their projects are in time, their projects have the best amenities in the market. So that is the concept that people is having, and right now they've started pre-booking. Just giving you an example of our Chireka Swan Residency. So it was launched like a week ago, and those are 120 houses what we are talking of. So roughly I can tell you 80% of the houses have been sold.
Off plan.
Off plan. It is the building.
What are the
is
benefits?
not ready.
If I bought off plan and if I bought...
Okay, now...
Of course, the first benefit being that high chances if I wait for it to be complete, it won't be there. Are there other benefits?
Yeah, definitely.
The
pricing benefit. Okay, now today, the value of Kololo Hilltop Residency is like above 500 million. When I start a project, the initial pricing is the off-plan pricing. all the properties have the phased pricings. Like if the project is ready, but naturally the value of the property increases according to the location and amenities, how developed that project and developed that location has become.
Yeah.
So that is a chase that people have, that this Strand residency, which I'm launching in 99 million shillings, Ugandan shillings for a 1-bedroom, will be, we are expecting it to go to roughly about 140 million shillings in a span of 3 years. So you save
more when you buy off.
Definitely, and that is your profit.
Finally, one of the greatest concerns the viewers have been having is that, yes, the affordable housing has come with some of the developers like you, but you're concentrated in Kampala. Is there any plan to expand outside Kampala to the new districts like Mbarara, Jinja, Fort Portal, etc., etc.?
Yes, we do have. But what I would say is, you know, already we are having roughly a lack of 120,000 houses in Kampala itself. Okay, so we are wanting to go, but we are wanting to first cater to the services of Kampala itself, and then we move on. If COVID didn't hit, eventually you might be seeing us in Mbarara today. Likewise, so we have a plan in sooner or later time, like in the coming years, we definitely plan. As in this year, we had planned to launch roughly 2,500 houses in Uganda, out of which we have been completing 1,500 houses. So we are lacking with the span of 600-700 apartments. So that we shall be catering to. You need to know the market as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So where people can, you know, buy, what project, which location.
Incredible, phenomenal work. For those of you that are watching, you would remember and recall that Kampala alone, we are having a housing deficit of close to 220,000 units. And the strange thing about this stat is that the deficit keeps growing. Even with more developers trying to cover the gap, it just keeps growing because of the population growth, the rural-urban explosion. You have more young people leaving university, joining the workforce. They're not going back to the rural areas. They're staying right here. So the deficit keeps on growing. However, again, nationwide, they keep giving us the figure of 550,000 housing units. It could be more. So we appreciate all that are playing a part in ensuring that we have a good stock of houses and shelter for people. The Property Show is proud to be here, to be the voice of the industry. And also, this year we mark 8 years. And get ready for the National Property Awards by 1st of October. Log on to the website, propertyshowuganda.com, and look at the different categories. And let's get the voting on. Let's celebrate excellence in the industry.